Hello, this is a quick video looking at the new Sandrock 1.2.3 update for PC. Let's have a look at the options we're starting with. So I'm going to keep it on medium to start with and then change it to high as we progress. It's worth keeping in mind that this update focused on graphical improvements and performance improvements. So let's see how they've done. It's worth keeping in mind that I am using Decky Loader and Decky Recorder, which does impact performance slightly, and also the game is installed on an SD card. So this is basically a worst case scenario type performance. Obviously, if you move the game to your internal storage and also don't use a recording program, your frames per second will be even better. Obviously, it will look a little bit jaggy at the moment because this is in handheld mode, being blown up to a larger display. But I'm so impressed at how much better this game performs now. I mean, there was a bit of a judder there down to 30, which is probably texture, like a shader compilation type thing. But I mean, as you can see, sitting around 50 frames a second on average, and it's a much smoother, much better experience than what we've seen previously on this game. It's always been a little bit difficult to run. Just one moment. Let's change. 1 minute. Let's try and put this down to 40 and get a more stable experience then. Just bear with me. So it's best to lock it to a frame rate. I mean, I'm going to lock it to 40. It's like I said, it's a much smoother experience like that without the the highs and the lows. It's what I tend to enjoy doing when playing games. Just lock them to a fixed frame rate and refresh rate. But yeah, I mean, I tried this game a few months ago, and it was really, really difficult to run. It was really sluggish, yeah, I didn't have much luck with it really, whatever the setting was that I used. Any of the settings, even lowest of the low, and it would just have problems regardless. And I know the Nintendo Switch version, as well as other console versions, have been having similar performance issues. So this patch will be welcomed, I'm sure, by many different people on many different platforms. In a moment, I'll show you that high works very, very well. If you want to set this to high, you can expect a locked 40 with a couple of frames here and there on more intensive scenes that may drop. But your typical experience will be really, really kind of smooth sailing. I'll show you that now. I'll just change the setting here. Put it all to high. Again, just to reiterate, it'll run smoother when you aren't using a recording program and when you've got the game installed to your NVMe drive. So just keep that in mind. Performance will be even better. So those 1 or 2 dropped frames that you occasionally see, they'll all but be eliminated when you when you're playing it yourself. It's worth mentioning this is on the Steam Deck OLED, for those wondering. So as you can see, this is on high, and it's maintaining 40 still. It's much smoother, less jaggies obviously, which is more noticeable when the video is blown up to a bigger screen. It's even better obviously on the Steam Deck screen. You don't see any of those jaggies as much. So yeah, as you can see, the frame time graph is pretty stable. It's very smooth to play, in terms of the feel of it. And we still occasionally get those hitches, those 1 or 2 seconds where it does drop down to 30 seconds. What is wrong with me? 30 seconds, 30 FPS, and then returns. But again, I mean, that can be attributed to maybe texture streaming or maybe the recording program. It did feel like a much smoother experience trying this without the recording program. So again, just want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. And let's try and get a view with a backdrop. So there's a lot of stuff on screen at once, just to test the graphics a little bit and see if we encounter any drops. I mean, previously this really used to tank the game, so yeah, I'm very impressed with this new update. Download it now and you'll have a much smoother experience on the game. Thanks for watching.